Hello children, in the last class we have dealt with the formulas which were fundamental formulas, and you have dealt with values of central standard values in trigonometry, intertrigonometric relations and 6 ratios of the trigonometry, is it not? They are the basic fundamental things, and today we will try to move further with some additional formula and concepts which are helpful to you in some of the 10th class syllabus and also for your plus 1 and plus 2 concepts. Alright, so let us go with identities of trigonometry. Identities of trigonometry. Alright. Now, when you deal with identities of trigonometry, there are 3 identities. One is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. And the third identity is cosecant square theta minus the cot square theta is equal to 1. So a student has to by heart this identity. Alright, what all formulas and concepts I am going to teach you, you have to by heart. It's only then you can understand and do problems on your own. So sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Now this can be twisted and remembered as, like, sine square theta can also be written as 1 minus cos square theta, or cos square theta can also be written as 1 minus sine square theta. Means when I am doing problems, I may come across situations where I get 1 minus cos square theta, that I can replace as sine square. Similarly, I may come across 1 minus sine square theta, I can replace it as cos square theta. Now secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Secant square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. I can write that way also. Alright, or this is of the form a square minus b square. A square minus b square can be written as a plus b, that is secant theta plus tan theta into secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1, right? Or I can write secant theta plus tan theta is equal to 1 by secant theta minus tan theta. What do you mean by that? You mean that secant theta plus tan theta and secant theta minus tan theta values are reciprocal to each other. If one value I will assume as p, the other value will be 1 by p, right? Similarly, this is also there. Cosecant square theta can be written as 1 plus cot square theta. Alright, or this is of the form a square minus b square, means I can write cosecant theta plus cot theta into cosecant theta minus cot theta is equal to 1. So cosecant theta plus cot theta can also be written as 1 by cosecant theta minus cot theta. In a similar fashion, they are reciprocal to each other. So these are the deductions of these identities, and these are the 3 identities of trigonometry. One has to be by heart and perfect with these identities. However, if you want, I can show you how these identities can be proved. It is a very simple thing. What I want you to do meanwhile is just pause the video, copy these identities, and I'll try to prove how we got sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, so that you will understand and you can remember for a longer time. So please pause the video and copy down. Yes children, to prove sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Now how do you prove that? I am proving you the first identity. In the similar fashion, the other identities can also be proved. Now what will I do is, let ABC be the triangle. Let ABC be the triangle with angle C is equal to theta. So I will take this as triangle ABC, and this angle I am taking as theta. Now let us try to understand what sine theta is. Right, with C is equal to theta and angle B is equal to 90 degrees. It has to be a right angle triangle. Now therefore, what is sine theta formula? Opposite to theta by hypotenuse. What is the side which is opposite to theta? AB by what is hypotenuse? BC. Now what is cos theta? It is adjacent to theta by hypotenuse. What is the side which is adjacent to theta? BC by what is hypotenuse? AC. Now I will say consider left hand side. That is, I want to prove this. Left hand side is what? Sine square theta plus cos square theta. Now what is sine theta? Sine theta value is AB by BC. So I will write this as AB by BC whole square. Similarly, cos theta is what? BC by AC. So cos square theta will be BC by AC whole square. Now, what is going to happen? Hypotenuse is AC here, right? So small change. So this will be AC. Now what will happen? It is AB square by AC square plus BC square by AC square. Now what is the LCM? LCM is AC square. It goes one time, and then you have AB square, AC goes one time, you have BC square. Now children, what kind of triangle is this? It's a right angle triangle. In right angle triangle, we know that the square on the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Why? It's a right angle triangle. So here AB square plus BC square, I am going to replace that as AC square divided by AC square, cancel, what you get is 1, which is nothing but your right hand side. So in the similar fashion, the remaining three identities can also be proved using the Pythagoras theorem. It is pretty easy. I want you to practice and prove these three identities and put the comment in the comment box. Now I want you to pause the video, copy this. Meanwhile, we'll go for the next problem or next format or next concept. Okay. Yes. Children, now till this part, this is sufficient for 10th class students. Now what I am going to teach you is compound angles. Now what are compound angles? Addition of two angles or three angles. Now the formulas related to compound angles I am going to write and explain to you, and I want you to by heart those things also. Right? Now in that you have the first formula, sin of A plus B. Sin of A plus B is equal to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Right? It is actually sin A into cos B plus cos A into sin B, right? But we read it as sin of A plus B is equal to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Don't read as sin A plus B. You should read as sin of A plus B because brackets is there. Similarly, sin of A minus B. What is sin of A minus B? Sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. What is cos of A plus B? Cos of A plus B is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. You need to remember these things. What is cos of A minus B? Cos of A minus B is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. I want you to pay attention and note what is happening. When it is minus, you have plus. When it is plus, it is minus. Similarly, tan of A plus B. Tan of A plus B is tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A into tan B. Right? Now if I ask you what is tan of A minus B, counter that. So tan of A minus B will be what? It will be tan A minus tan B by contra of this 1 plus tan A into tan B. Next, if I ask you cot of A plus B, cot of A plus B is a little bit different. It is cot A cot B minus 1 by cot B plus cot A. And if I write cot of A minus B, it is cot A cot B plus 1 by cot B minus cot A. Alright, because you are going to get cot B minus cot A here, I wrote as cot B plus cot A. I did not write cot A plus cot B. Because it is cot B minus cot A, I wrote cot B plus cot A. So that observation you need to have. Apart from that, some standard results also you have very frequently used formulae. Sin of A plus B into sin of A minus B is equal to sin square A minus sin square B. Similarly, you have cos of A plus B into cos of A minus B is equal to cos square A minus sin square B. Right? It is cos square A minus sin square B. So I want you to carefully note down these formula, and these formulas come under the category of compound angles. However, there are certain deductions. For example, very frequently used deduction is there. If I put any angle A as 45 and B as theta, what is going to happen? If I write A as 45 and put B as theta, then tan of 45 plus theta can be written as tan 45. What is tan 45 value? 1 plus tan B is nothing but tan theta by 1 minus what is tan 45? 1 into tan B is nothing but tan theta. So tan of 45 plus theta is 1 plus tan theta by 1 minus tan theta. It can also be used as a standard result of the formula. Similarly, if I ask you tan of 45 minus theta, it will be contra of that 1 minus tan theta by 1 plus tan theta. So I want you to memorize this formulae so that while doing problems you won't face any problem. So I want you to pause the video, copy this by heart. Meanwhile, we'll go for the next concept. Okay. I am sure you have paused the video and copied the formulas by heart them. Now we'll go to the next concept called multiple and submultiple angles. All right. Now before I will write this as submultiple and multiple angles. What do you mean by that? For example, I write the formula sin of a plus b. What is sin of a plus b formula? It is sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Let us say I replace b with a. B is equal to a. If b becomes a, then what happens? It will become sin of a. Instead of b, you have a is equal to sin a cos. What is b is nothing but a plus cos a sin b is nothing but what? A. So sin a plus a is what? Sin 2a is equal to sin a cos a plus sin a cos a 2 times sin a cos a. Alright. So this becomes a multiple formula. Sin 2a, multiple angle, 2a, 3a, 4a is a multiple angle. Submultiple means a by 2, a by 4, a by 8 like that is submultiple. So sin 2a formula is what? 2 sin a cos a. This is a multiple formula. What will be? This is called as multiple angle. Now what do you mean by submultiple? Submultiple angle will be like this. Sin a can be written as 2 sin a by 2 cos a by 2. So I want you to observe and have some sense. When it is 2a, you get half of the angle a. When it is a, half of the angle will be a by 2. So that logic you need to develop. So I am sure you understood this. Let us write down the series of the formulas under the category multiple and submultiple angles. Alright. So under that I will write sin 2a. Sin 2a is nothing but 2 sin a cos a. Sin 2a cos a. Similarly you have cos 2a. Cos 2a formula, it can also be proved in that same manner, cos of a plus b formula. Right? Cos 2a is equal to cos square a minus sin square a. The same formula can also be written as 1 minus 2 sin square a. What I do? I simply write cos square a as 1 minus sin square a. So 1 minus sin square a minus sin square a will become 1 minus 2 sin square a. Or if I write sin square a as 1 minus cos square a, then this becomes 2 cos square a minus 1. This will be used, this will be used, this will be used depending on the problem. So you must remember this formula in this way. If somebody is asking you what is sin 2a, straight away one formula. 2 sin a cos a. But if somebody is asking you cos 2a in terms of cos, then you will say 2 cos square a minus 1. What is cos 2a in terms of sin? It is 1 minus 2 sin square a. What is cos 2a in terms of cos and sin? You will say cos square a minus sin square a. Similarly, you have tan 2a. Tan 2a can be written as 2 tan a by 1 minus tan square a. Now the beauty is, apart from this tan 2a, you have to write sin 2a and cos 2a also in terms of tan, because in problems we will come across sin 2a, if asking you in terms of tan, it will be 2 tan a by 1 plus tan square a. 2 tan a by 1 plus tan square a. Or you have cos 2a. Cos 2a can be written as what? 1 minus tan square a by 1 plus tan square a. So please try to remember, this is sin 2a in terms of tan. This is cos 2a in terms of tan. This is cos 2a in terms of cos 2a in terms of sin, like that. So these are multiple angle formulas. Now if I simply replace this sin 2a and I say submultiple formula sin a, if I write sin a formula will be what? 2 sin a by 2 cos a by 2. If I write cos a will be what? Cos square a by 2 minus sin square a by 2. And if I ask you what is cos a in terms of sin, it is 1 minus 2 sin square a by 2. What is cos a in terms of cos? It is 2 cos square a by 2 minus 1. Please write the logic behind writing this formula. And why I am writing? Because you use this formula very frequently in the problems while doing problems related to trigonometry. Now if I ask you what is the tan a in terms of tan, it will be 2 tan a by 2. In some textbooks, instead of tan a, he will say tan theta. So it is tan theta is equal to 2 tan theta by 2 by 1 minus tan square theta by 2. Here I write a by 2. And if I ask you what is sin a in terms of tan, it will be 2 tan a by 2 by 1 plus tan square a by 2. Now if I ask you cos a in terms of tan, how do you prove that? It is 1 minus tan square a by 2 by 1 plus tan square a by 2, right? So these are the formulas. Apart from that, you have 2a and 3a formulas also. So this is multiple and this is submultiple, multiple and submultiple. And apart from that, you have some standard formulas related to 2a, 3a, sin 3a formula. What is sin 3a formula? 3 sin a minus a 4 sin cube a. All these formulas can be proved. Now if I ask you what is cos 3a formula is 4 cos cube a minus 3 cos a. And if I ask you tan 3a formula, tan 3a is equal to 3 tan a minus tan cube a by 1 minus 3 tan square a, right? So all these formulas are multiple and submultiple, all right, submultiple. These are the formulas, and every formula can be proved. Let us say if I want to prove this formula, how do you think I am going to prove this formula? Let me prove. I will say consider RHS. What is RHS? 1 minus tan square a by 1 plus tan square a, right? 1 minus tan square a can be written as sin square a by cos square a. This is again 1 plus sin square a by cos square a. See, now what is the LCM? LCM is cos square a minus sin square a by cos square a by, what is this? Cos square a plus sin square a by cos square a. Cos square a cancel. What is cos square a minus sin square a? Cos square a minus sin square a is cos 2a. So here I will write this as cos 2a by, what is cos square theta plus sin square theta? Your first trigonometry candidate, that is equal to 1. So we will get cos 2a by 1 is equal to what? Cos 2a. So RHS is 1 minus tan square a by 1 plus tan square a, and what is LHS? Cos 2a. So all these formulas are interrelated. That's why you have to note down all these formulas in a particular order. Alright, the order is very, very important. So these are the basic formulas a student has to know. It's only then the grip you will get on the subject. Alright, so I want you to pause this video. Meanwhile, we'll go for the additional concepts and formulas which are related to the fundamentals of trigonometry. I give time to you. Yeah. There are a few other deductions as formulas also. Like for example, if cos square a is equal to, cos 2a is equal to cos square a minus sin square a, right? You write like this, or cos 2a in terms of cos will be 2 cos square a minus 1. Let us say I shift it here. So it will become 1 plus cos 2a is equal to 2 cos square a. So even these are also used very frequently as formulas, or 1 plus cos 2a by 2. Whenever you come across, you simply write that as cos square a. In the similar fashion, you can deduce like sin square a will be 1 minus cos double the angle by 2. How do you read this as? Sin square is equal to 1 minus cos double the angle by 2. Cos square is equal to 1 plus cos double the angle by 2. If I say cos square a by 2, this can be written as 1 plus cos. Whenever it is cos square, you have plus. Whenever it is sin square, you have minus. So cos square a by 2 is 1 plus double the angle. Double the angle means a by 2. A by 2 ka double the angle is how much? So 1 minus cos a by 2. So children, I want you to note down these also, because they also come into the picture sometime as a formula. Alright, so kindly pause the video, note it down, and then we'll go for the concept of transformation. Alright, so let us put this way. I want you to practice this. In the next video, I will go for the concept of transformations. Okay, so meanwhile, write everything in notes, practice it. We'll see you in the next video in the next concept of transformation. Thank you, take care, and bye-bye.